Folks, so we're Facelift. Yeah, thank you for coming to this house show. So this is set as in honor of Robert Pearson. He gave us a poem. He asked us to read a poem that he wrote. Robert has been doing like avant-garde piano for a long time, like since the 80s. And he got to a point in his illness where he could no longer play piano, so he started to write. He'd also painted at one time too, so it's always been a creative force. Anyway, so it's an honor to get to read this, and with that, we'll go. Then his friend Judy will come up, and she's going to say a few words, read a few words as well. After that, we'll have Ka, and then Akshamel, if they show up. So, all right, with no further ado. The sleeper in the crib cries for the reduction of the insulated sanity. of diplomacy canvassing the inner networks of the crucified responses to an open mind. Hysteria with broad strokes over the open-air plazas dedicated to the sacrifices of a malleable public. Collectible artifacts and tinker toys of the remote strategist. And the melancholy aspirations assigned to the familiar cast of the people mourners. Engrave your charm and worth into a cold, hard stone, adjacent to where ravens feel safe and obscured by the serenity of the caretaker's garden. The sleeper cries. The internet works to the sacrifices of a mobile public. Artifacts and toys, strategists process the evaluations. Crimson melancholy, lethal mourners, your aspirations. A cold, feel safe. The ravens obscured. The ravens at the serenity of the caretaker's garden. Shared hysteria. Broad strokes. Rumors of the necessity. Rumors of the necessary. Rumors of the endangered salvation of blood hearts, deflated crimson and melancholy. Engrave your worth into a cold, hard stone. Grave your charm into a cold, hard stone, obscured by the serenity of the caretaker's garden. The sleeper in the crib cries for the reduction of the insulated sanity. Shock waves of diplomacy canvassing the inner networks of the crucified responses to an open mind. Shared hysteria with a broad brush stroke over the open-air plazas dedicated to the sacrifices of a malleable public. Listen to the rumors of the necessary collectible artifacts and tinkered toys of the remote strategists. Beg to differ. Process the evaluations. Beg to differ. Process the evaluations. Beg to differ. Process the evaluations. Endanger the salvation of the crimson tide of deflated blood hearts and the melancholy aspirations assigned to the familiar cast of gleeful mourners. Engrave your charm and worth into a cold, hard stone adjacent to where the ravens feel safe and obscured by the serenity of the caretaker's garden. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.
Hope you saw that on the internets, and yeah, we love you a lot.
It's true.
Judith's gonna come up and say a few things.
Maybe that center mic there would be easiest. Yeah, so it's the channel 1.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
Or not. I think that's what we don't do.
the doctors have said, wear this for the next year while I'm immunosuppressed, but hell, for his art, to hell with it. I've known Robert Pearson. I'm Judith Wakuha. I've known him 44 years. We were married for 10 years. We have a child together, and now we share grandchildren. We Zoom 2 hours every weekend. Every weekend. We're very, very close. I love him dearly. And he gave me permission, and with your kind attention and patience, I'll read 3 words. Robert, if you know Robert, his music comes out of nowhere, and it's really complex, and sometimes it's difficult and challenging, and I've been listening to his music for 44 years, and he's also an incredible artist. I will be posting his artwork soon. I've been here inventorying his artworks, and only recently, when he stopped playing, he started writing, and it also begs your attention. If you know Robert, his language can be quirky, and he misuses words, but he's kind of brilliant with words. So, yeah, with your kind attention, I'd like to read 3 short pieces, and they're surprising for me. And they're political, and they're social, and then the last one is very personal. So, Robert Pearson. The residue of the watchful eye coexists with the parishioners of the executioner's faith, a tone poem dedicated to anarchists and homeless sleepers on park benches and in hidden doorways, collapsing corridors, vented anguish, the cerebral cortex of the dysfunctional amusements, all for a penny's worth of propaganda. A patriotic song to be shared amongst the livid and impressionable. The advantages of a vacant morality assimilated by casual racism and tired old hysteria. Lines are drawn. The keeper of the peace digs a shallow grave for this irony of genetic nationalism, centuries of inbreeding and propagation to classify a collective language and homeland as a race, awaiting for the arrangements by divine perspiration to rain down on the hollow soil, imbuing self-worth. February is just the time period he wrote this. Torn and isolated, but beholden to the catchers of the ashes of the bereaved, for we treasure our lives above the incompetence of the actors of the dramatic shallowness. The intellectualism of bravery and righteousness holds no weight in the end. It just comes across as arrogant gestures of elitism, a byproduct of the malice of philosophical conversations and slogans, commercial interruptions, plagued by the commonplace and the sustainable myths taught to us to keep us at the absolute minimal resistance to the exit clause of our biological contract. Sing the songs of primordial aptitude. Gain inertia over the penalties of self-reliance. Our days are numbered, but our hearts dare to endure the constraints and challenges of the elusive wisdom of a contemptuous infinity. And then I think this one, I find it very personal for me and all the time I've known him and for where he's at right now. And the time he wrote is December ends. I'm a beggar at my weakest point in acts of idealism, my charm curtailed by the aggression of age and an uncontrollable illness, the infinite labels of the selective with its mass extinction entrenches in our directive. So we tread down this path with all the thorns of a rose, armed in depletion and forgetfulness, but hopefully we are also blessed with the awareness of an unretractable love, imbued by decades of adjustments for better securement. Only the elements of wretched time can deliver what youth has failed to achieve. The body is just a temporary vessel, and we are no more graceful in nature than when we are in our shadow years, helplessly standing on the sparrow's shore. That the body is just a temporary vessel, and we are no more graceful in nature than when we are in our shadow years, helplessly standing on the sparrow's shore. That's Robert. That's Robert right now. Thank you.